The 10 News Weather Authority, always watching and tracking for you from the JES Weather Center.
We're starting off your Tuesday pretty nice out there. There's a couple of showers moving through parts of the Roanoke Valley into Lynchburg in northern parts of Southside, but our sky cams are all clear for the time being. We're expecting a little bit of rain throughout the morning and throughout the early afternoon as satellite and radar is showing this cluster of storms with a couple of lightning strikes embedded in there. You see the lightning strikes start to taper off in about the last hour's loop or so. So these storms are starting to die off, and we are having diverging winds. So what that means is that winds up in front of these storms, they're moving to the north and to the west, and then they're moving to the north and to the east. So we're having diverging winds that are going apart. So we're not having any surface convergence causing storms to be able to lift early on this morning. But nonetheless, there is still a lot of moisture that will be tracking through our areas. So dew points will be pretty high throughout your Tuesday. It'll be mostly cloudy up until the late afternoon hours once all of this starts to move out to our east. Now, future tracker showing mostly cloudy skies throughout the morning hours, but by 11, we're seeing a few isolated showers. None of the heavy stuff that we saw last night. None severe expected early on this morning, but by the afternoon, by about 4 p.m., we start to see these pieces of reds and oranges and yellows embedded in some of these cells. Some of these could be strong. Southside is in a marginal risk for today, so we could possibly expect a strong storm or two moving through parts of Southside in Lynchburg. By 6 p.m., though, most of us are in the clear. We will start to dry out. Dew points will plummet into the upper 50s and lower 60s for your Wednesday as we will remain primarily clear. The same song and dance for your Thursday as winds start to shift out of the northwest. High pressure will start to build in. Now, your morning planner for today, 20% chance of rain up until about 9 a.m. By 10 a.m., you saw rain chances right over top of the Roanoke Valley and parts of Lynchburg, so it's going to be muggy out there with some showers. Temperatures won't increase that much throughout the day, but our hourly muggy meter showing dew points at about 70 degrees right now, up until about 12, but they will start to fall off into the lower 60s by the evening hours. Winds this afternoon could start to pick up anywhere from about 15 to 20 miles per hour by the middle of the afternoon, but again, once the sun goes down, we're not dealing with any differential temperatures and whatnot, so the winds will start to die down. Your 24-hour zone forecast for today, Lynchburg and Roanoke get to 87, the NRV in the Highlands lower 80s, Southside 90. For your overnight, we're dealing with temperatures anywhere from the upper 50s to about the mid 60s. Future tracker showing heat index for today will be feeling only like the mid 80s for parts of Southside Lynchburg and the Roanoke Valley. But the big thing after this front starts to move through, this weekend will turn hotter. The tradition will be each day will get hotter up until the weekend, but by the end of the weekend, temperatures will soar into the mid 90s. So that means our storm chances will be limited as drier air starts to move in. It'll start to remain and get humid as we get closer to the weekend, but it's just going to be oppressive heat by Sunday into Monday of next week. Now, if you do want to wash the car, I think the next 3 days are fantastic to do that. Thanks to drier conditions, we're not expecting any rain, if any at all. The next day would be Thursday that we see an isolated shower or two, but notice the temperatures are increasing throughout the end of the week. And then by next Monday, we're at 95 degrees.